How to teach your Siberian Husky dog to swim. There are three popular places where Siberian Husky owners often like to take their dogs to learn to swim: the swimming pool, natural freshwater bodies, and the ocean. Each one has special risks and concerns to consider before your first outing. Because of this, it is smart to pick just one swimming destination where you will teach your dog to swim and only visit this location until you feel like your dog has mastered the basics and feels confident and comfortable in the water. A swimming pool is often the best place to start, even with the concerns about chlorine, because it is a smaller, contained location where you have much more control over your dog's experience and your ability to teach without too much distraction. So here are the steps to take to get your Siberian Husky acclimated to the water and learn the art of swimming. Put a life jacket on your dog. Petmini strongly recommends buying a canine version of a life vest or flotation device and having your dog wear this while learning to swim. This is especially important if you teach a Siberian Husky puppy to swim. Puppies are not as strong or coordinated and can easily drown if they get into trouble while swimming. You want to choose a life vest made specifically for dogs. Don't try to repurpose one that is made for people. Be sure the vest fits properly so that your dog will be protected but can still move freely. Don't train your dog to wear the life vest when you arrive at the pool. Rather, start training your Siberian Husky to wear a life jacket before you go to the pool. Spend a week or two training your dog on how to put the life jacket on and off before you even consider going to the pool for a swimming lesson. This way, your dog will only have one new challenge to focus on and adjust to. While some dog breeds have been bred to excel at swimming and to love the water, the Siberian Husky is not one of them. Sibs, as you well know, are cold-weather dogs. These dogs have been bred to run on land, finding a sure footing in treacherous icy, snowy conditions. The only water they typically encountered is frozen through. So just because a Siberian Husky is an active, energetic, and naturally athletic dog breed doesn't mean your dog will take to the water like they are born to it. They aren't, and they will need encouragement and help from you to figure out what to do. Get your dog used to watering itself. As canine training expert Karen Pryor points out, just as you want to acclimate your dog to the life jacket before heading for the pool, it is smart to acclimate your dog to the water itself. Sure, your Siberian Husky understands that the water in its drinking bowl is for consumption. But what will your dog think about a bigger body of water? How does your dog respond to the garden hose or your child's kiddie pool? Once your dog is used to the life jacket, the next step is to get them used to wearing the life jacket while getting wet. A kiddie pool is particularly handy here as it gives your dog the experience of standing in water while wearing the life vest. Don't fill the kiddie pool up all the way. Add an inch or two at first, and let your dog explore what that is like before you add more water. But if all you have available is a bathtub, a shower, or a garden hose, that can work well too. Use treats in yourself to teach your dog what to do. Different Siberian Huskies may respond better to different incentives when learning new skills. Some dogs may only be willing to try stepping into the water when they want to eat a tasty bobbing hot dog segment. Other dogs may only be willing if you go in first and they follow you. You will find out what is most motivating to your side by experimenting. Teach steps as part of learning to swim in the pool. You won't have steps or ramps if you swim in the ocean or fresh water. But at the pool, your dog needs to learn to use steps. And first, your side will need to learn what steps are and what they are used for. So before you train in the actual water, you want to train your dog to use the steps to get in and out. Be sensitive to whether your Siberian Husky enjoys swimming. While many Siberian Huskies learn to love swimming, this is not true of every side or every dog. You will need to be especially sensitive to your dog's experience if you are trying to train a rescued adult Siberian Husky to enjoy swimming with you. You may not know what trauma had occurred in your dog's life before you met and how water might factor in. It is smart to teach your dog what to do around water and how to get in, get out, and swim if need be. Even if your dog doesn't end up loving the water, this is still a good safety lesson to teach. But if your Siberian Husky panics, it will be much harder, if not impossible, to teach them water safety later. So as the animal rescue side wisely points out, you will need to keep a close watch over your dog so that you can respond quickly if they panic. Warm your dog up right after swimming in cold water. You may not think a Siberian Husky could ever get hypothermia, too cold, because this dog breed has lived and worked in cold weather for centuries. But here it is vital to remember that Siberian Huskies have worked in snow, not water. Their thick, double-layer coats have evolved to keep water away from the inner insulating coat and the skin. Water is going to drench your dog right down to the skin. If that water is cold, your dog may develop hypothermia, especially since a double-layer working dog coat can take much longer to dry out fully. Take every precaution after your dog gets out of the water to warm them up again. Wrap your dog in a blanket and use your body heat to warm your side up. If at any time you see your dog shivering while you are swimming together, this is a signal to exit the water right away. With these handy tips, you can introduce your Siberian Husky to the joys of swimming. If you want to know more about Siberian Huskies, visit fluffydogbreeds.com.